Hello, so I'll be talking about Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. And so it was originally written in the Harlem Renaissance, and she ended up writing about very taboo topics that women normally would not write about, or like not even be able to write and publish works. And the fact that she is still considered a banned book at times, or like Their Eyes Were Watching God is still considered a banned book at times. I think that just because people get offended by it and don't want her views out in the world, like they don't want to let her have her own ideas and let her influence people to think things through for themselves. I think that's like awful, but like it's so powerful that someone who wrote this in the 1900s is still considered banned and still has the influence over the people. And I think that she knew what she was doing because she wants an audience that is going to create social change in the world. And she does this by writing Janie going through adversity. And because all throughout the book, like, she is judged for doing the same things in love, or like even having flings that men are doing, but yet she's judged for it. And like I think that just says something about both Janie and Zora Neale Hurston, because she was probably judged herself for all the marriages she went through. And I like the idea of the storm seen throughout the story. So at first, it's Janie rebelling against her grandma under the pear tree. And I originally did not read it as sexual, and then my mind just went because, like, I really didn't read it as sexual until we talked about it. And if you don't, then you need to think about it like that. It's wonderful. Anyway, but she also left her first husband Killix for Joe because, like, I mean, he was a crappy old fart, but whatever. And let's see, so she defended herself against Joe, and then he died, so she was able to be independent. Then when Janie and Tea Cake were in the muck and they were through the physical storms, so the other storms were like social storms versus physical storms. And like at the end, she just ended up alone because, well, I'm not going to tell you, but she ended up alone in the end. And I think that Zora and Janie want women to not let adversity control our lives and to get through the storm because it is clearer on the other side. And like, it's just when you have to overcome like something drastic in your life. And I mean, Janie definitely did overcome something drastic, as did Zora Neale Hurston. And I also think that it's to not let others tell you how to perform gender norms. Like, have that holster filled and ready to fight for yourself, because just like Janie and Zora, all you have is you in the end. And I think that like Zora really captures like the hardest parts of people's lives, and to just trust your instinct, because again, you're all you have in the end. And I really did like this book. Like, I've read bits and pieces of it through the years, but I genuinely liked it this time, and I'm like, this was amazing. And now I'm just gonna look for storms in everything around me, and I suggest you do the same. Thank you.